Hey, I'm back. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. Once again, this is Crystal Bodie Smith today on January 27th, and we are going to go live with your most talented Maurice Griffin. And I tell you what, he is definitely going to make it worth your while. We apologize for having to start, but you know what? 30 minutes later than we scheduled. But in life, things happen where you sometimes have to reshift and refocus and change some things up. And so it's not out of the norm for us to have to do that. And then the young man is in a different time zone too. So we know that sometimes when you're in a different time zone, that happens as well. So we want to thank him for being available to come and speak with us. Thank you so much for coming back. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay, because I want to make sure my sound is good this time, because I know Maurice is going to be making his way in here. And I want to definitely send him a message so he can join us, because we're going to get started right away with him. We don't want to make anyone wait any longer, because we already are starting a little later than we wanted to. So thank you so much for being here. Hey guys, can you hear me okay? My name is Crystal Bodie Smith, and I'm excited to be able to bring Maurice Griffin to you today. Thank you so much for giving me that information and let me know you can hear me. Mr. Maurice Griffin is a young man that comes out of the West Coast, and he's a stellar performer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Maurice Griffin is, we saw him once on the Sunday Best show, if you ever watch Sunday Best. All right, Maurice, send me a request to join. Send me a request to join, and I'll bring you right on in. Just send me a request to join, and then we can get started and have you talk to the people. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He's a dynamic powerhouse. Man, the voice is unbelievable. Okay, this young man has hit the airwaves by storm. And I'm going to let him tell you his story too. But I definitely want you to know that he is a man that sings God's praises. And he teaches other people how to do that too. But he has a story for you. And we all have a story. Okay? I'm just going to make sure I get him in the room. I'm just trying to make sure I get him in the room. And so I don't see him as of yet. Lori, I see you. So tell Maurice to go ahead and send a request to join when he comes on in here, and we'll be ready for him. A little bit about Maurice Griffin. Once again, he has released 3 albums, okay? And he's on his 4th album that he released, was called After God's Heart. All right, this young man has managed to get 2.5 million streams on the internet and over 80.9 listeners. And he's reached 114 countries. So if you're an artist out here and you want to know how you can do that, my goodness, you'll be able to find that out shortly. All right? So share this live. Let people know that he's going to be here. Maurice, once you come in the room, just go ahead and send me that request, and we'll go ahead and bring you in and let the people know you are here. We're going to introduce you to some and present you to others that have heard that song. If you have ever heard the song on the internet or on your radio called Love, Peace, and Happiness, you're about to hear the man behind all that energy and those lyrics. Okay? I'm waiting to see if I see him in here. I don't see him in here as of yet. All right, Lori, can you ask him to join, because I don't see him on here as of yet. Tell him he got to send me a request. I'm on. Tell him I'm on Instagram at Shout Crystal to come on here, because I don't see him here right now. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the process is real simple. When you come here, what you do is you let me know, you DM me, and you let me know that you would like to tell your story. You DM me and let me know that you have a mission, all right? And we can set it up. We can set it up so that you can tell the people about exactly what it is you're trying to do. And it's pretty good. We will allow the people to engage with you. We will allow you to definitely bring some people in and take questions from the people. It's a great way for your fans, your followers, or your admirers to really just hear from you and understand exactly what it is that you're trying to do. So as we're waiting for Maurice to make his way to us, we want to give you a little insight. You can do this too. You can come to my inbox at Shout Crystal and say, I have a story. And if you feel as though you have a story that's going to impact somebody, if you've survived some things, if you've gotten healed, if you have been successful after trying so many times and falling and getting back up, and you want to share that story, here is where you can share that story, okay? I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. It is not for no particular industry. It can be any industry. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're starting out, if you're already established, this platform is for everyone to come and share their story. There, I see him in the building, guys. I'm getting excited. I see Maurice in the building. I see his request, and I'm in right now. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this young man, you may have seen him, you may have heard him, and you most definitely may have followed him. Hey! I know. You know what? I was looking for my belt. I was looking for a belt, okay?
I had chores to do this morning. I'm so sorry.
You know, but I put it away. I put it away because the grandchildren, I sent them away. But it's okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
excellent,
good.
Excellent, excellent. Listen, it gave me a chance to tell people that in everything we do, in every endeavor, whether it's business or personal, things happen.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. You have to be able to reshift, and you have to be able to keep going. The show still has to go on. So I am so excited to see that smile today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this is Maurice Griffin. And once again, like I said, you've seen him on Sunday Fest. You've seen him out there. He is taking the storm with 2.5 million streams on the internet, 80.9 listeners, and has reached 114 countries. My. So Maurice, I want you to start off by just telling people a little bit about who you are. And we know that you have started your own label, World Changing Entertainment. We know that you are the praise leader of all praise leaders and worship leaders. But I would like for you to just start by just introducing yourself for those who don't know who Maurice Griffin is. And just tell them just a little bit about the backstory of Maurice Griffin before the singer, because before the singer, there's Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
There's Maurice, the young man that started out as a little boy. Who was Maurice Griffin, and how did all this come about?
Wow, that's a big question to unfold. Well, when I was growing up, I was just a kid in the candy store. I was always happy, bouncing around as a little kid, and I would have this xylophone, and my grandma would have the xylophone. I was so my grandma was like, "Yeah, he's gonna be a singer one day." And as I grew older, I would take the carpet out of the bathroom, and I would get the toys, and I would put them together, and I would listen to music and just play church or play concert with my toys and my carpet, put the little Christmas lights underneath my little desk that I had. And that was me. That was me. I wasn't the guy that went outside. I was the guy that stayed inside because I was seeing vision and I wanted to see it unfold. So as a little kid, I was a visionary. So I think that's the best way to say who is Maurice, a visionary.
Did you know that you wanted to sing? I mean, when did you get that feeling and say, I want to do this? This is who I am. I feel it in my soul. There's something about it. I can do this. When did that happen?
I think it happened when, I don't know. It's so many moments that had to occur in my life that had to remind me that you could do this. There has never been just one moment in my life because there's always a time where you strive to do something, then you get knocked down, then you want to give up. But then there's a moment where something happened and something is inspiring to you to make you want to stay and keep going and moving forward. So many moments have happened, but I remember this one moment. I was singing in New Direction, and I was in love with the choir, but I didn't understand why they picked on me so much. They would say, "Oh, he's Karen Clark Shear. He's Kiera's brother. He's what they say, J Moss' cousin." And so I was like, no, y'all don't have to joke like that. But I took it offensive. I took it the wrong way. And what they was really saying was, that you have the ability to be like a J Moss or like a Kiera. And I just took it the wrong way. So one of the ladies in the choir took me to the side and she said, "Nobody sings like you." I was so in my head, not understanding the gift that God had gave me.
Right.
And she had to point out to me and she said, "Don't you think it's a compliment that they're saying this about you? You can do this. You can step out on faith and move forward." And that was one of those moments that inspired me to become solo and actually do a solo career. And so, yeah, so it's just
And
those
what was that
moments.
first solo song? What was that first solo song that you sang, that you mustered up into you to sing, and that you got that response that made you go, okay?
I Need You Now by
Mm.
Smokey Norfolk. I need you now. I need you now. I was in Los Angeles, and I sung the song so many times, but this song carried me to the Koja convention in Los Angeles. I began to sing I Need You Now. I was maybe like 12 years old. I sung it at one of the events, and somebody was like, come to the Midnight Musical. Back then, the Midnight Musicals was the big thing to do. And I went, and I was a little kid. My mom and dad wasn't there, so I had a chaperone to take me there. They had all these concerts, all these choirs, singers. Everybody sung. I was getting tired, and they were about to close the concert, but I was the very last one to sing. And the song I did was I Need You Now, I Need You Now. Come to find out that while I was singing, I was singing out of frustration, like, okay, Lord, I need you now. And people started throwing money at my feet. People started throwing money at my feet, and I woke up and I was like, wow, like, I don't deserve this. And the people at the church was like, this is for you. Another moment to let me know that your gift is so powerful that people can pour into you. It helped me. It helped me believe in myself. A lot of times you can have a gift, you don't really believe what you're doing or that it's what you are called to do.
Right.
So I thank God there was another moment, and that was one of the songs, I Need You Now.
Wow. Can you give us a little bit of it?
The agony of being alone, the feeling of doing things on my own, the tests and trials that come to make me strong. Ooh, feelings of guilt, hurt, shame, and defeat. The waves of trials that beat upon me. But to know, Lord, that in you I've got victory. I need you now. I need you now. I need you now. I need you
Not another second, not another moment. I'm trying to
now.
tell you. And so do you think your faith played a part in that, Maurice? Because there's some people out here that their faith is not that strong, and they may need
Yeah.
something, and sometimes music ministers to them. So do you believe that it is your faith that also helps you to minister to people through song?
Yeah. I look at it like this. My assignment is to pass the test. Whatever I have to do, I have to achieve to pass the test. At least try. If I don't try, I'm making the decision to give up. And I've always believed in something. I always wanted to believe in something. And I think faith has a lot to do. I live in faith. I walk by faith. I breathe faith. Because I always tell myself that if we are God's own, I mean, He's called us to evolve, to multiply, and a lot of times faith without works is dead.
Right, right.
So if you're wanting to do the work, you can always declare it. But if you're not going to put your hands on it to actually make it happen, then you're not making the equation correct. So faith and works has to come together. So not only did I speak it, and while I was speaking it, I was like blindsided, not knowing what to do, where to go, when to do it, but I was just doing it. being
Wow.
seen in the
Wow.
action of it. And I'm like, okay, God, keep me. God, hold me up. God, protect me. And every step of the way.
So let me ask you this. A lot of people learned about Maurice Griffin through a show on TV that we all watched. And some people, they go through these things and they compete, such as you did, and then they lose faith because they don't get the result that they want to get. But a lot of them don't understand that sometimes that actually is just a stepping stone to help you to go and do bigger and better things. Because now, what I look and see you doing now, when I see you on all these different platforms and I see you going in 114 countries, can you talk about that? Can you talk about how you keep going when you try to go and win a competition, or you try to go somewhere and you don't get the results you want there, but how you keep going and you look for the bigger assignment, and how that works out for you?
Well, I was on Sunday's Best in 2009, and I was on 2 episodes. The first one, I did a song by Donnie McClurkin, and then after that, I was on one of the shows, and I sung. And out of the 20 people, they only picked 10. So I wasn't the one that was picked for the top 10. And so I had a hole in my heart, and I was like, oh, God. I thought this was for me, but, I walked off that platform and I said, I'm going to promise myself that I'm not going to allow anybody to forget who I was. I don't know if it was a selfish thought, but, when you really believe in something that God has called you to, you believe it, some kind of way it manifests. And that's
Right.
what happened. I started to go through the back door, per se. If they're not going to listen to me this way, if I can't get a deal this way, then let me record some music. Let me put some CDs together. Let me get on the bus. Let me go to a church and sell product that way and walk by faith. And a lot of times these stories, they're not the most best stories, but I can look back and say that God allowed me to walk in this way of faith to let people know that it's still possible to dream again.
Now, talking about dream again, Maurice, a lot of people think that to dream again and keep going, it's not possible if you hit that low. And I know that sometimes you talk about the lows that you've hit, that, you've been
Yes.
hospitalized, you almost died. Can you talk about that? Can you talk about how that process went, and what kept you going, and how you came back after going through those things?
Another moment. These are all moments of faith. These are all moments of faith that we're talking about. I was 2019. I was laying in a hospital bed, and I was sick unto death. My mom and dad was there, and I began to code, which people consider that dying, in the hospital. And my mom and my dad went to the head and to my foot, and they began to pray. And then I went out, and my mom shaking me like, wake up, don't die on me, you're scaring me. And it was that moment when she said, you're scaring me, that I came to my senses, and I said, this will be the last time that I make my mom cry. So it made me want to fight to live again. She ran out the hospital. The hospital room. She said, somebody get my son. My son is dying.
Mm.
So it's moments like that where it's not a mystery. It's real. You feel it. And it was a song that I wrote called "Prove Me I'm Yours."
Mm.
And in the end of it says, the closer I come, the better I feel. And when my mom woke me up, it was the connection that I had for my mom, the love that I had for her. That was the moment that hit me and said, I'll fight to live again.
Wow. So that right there, that song that got you through that song that you wrote in that moment, I'm sure that song would get many other people through some moments like that too.
Yeah.
Um,
It's nothing like love. It made me realize that love is real. Genuinely, it is real. And so many times when you feel that you don't feel loved and you feel that love connection, you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. And so in that moment, that was my God is love moment. That was my God is love moment.
So you went from those two moments, and how did you get to the love, peace, and happiness moment? Because it seems as though it was an epitome. It seems as though you went from one point to another.
Yeah.
Now you are spreading so much love, peace, and happiness. How did that happen, and how did you write it? What tell us about the birth of love, peace, and happiness?
Love, peace, happiness. Wow. I was dealing with a relationship that put me into a very dark space. I was in love, but I was in love by myself in the situation. And once again, it was another downfall for me. And one of my friends came over and said, "What's wrong with you? Pick up your face." Do you know who you are? You Maurice Griffin. I'm like, when you figure out what that means, you let me know, because I don't know. He said, write about it. And it reminded me of how, I write about my life. And I said, I don't want to write about nothing negative. I want to switch the light. And I want to write about what I desire, who I am as a person, love, peace, happiness. That's what holds me together. Love, peace, happiness, no dead moments, no spaces. And that's how I began to write that song. And that song is basically in my mind a retreat that takes you on a journey to say, okay, you can fall. Yes, you can cry, but wipe your teary eyes. Let's celebrate. It's a new day. There's a page that is free and empty. You can start all over again. And that was the energy that I got from writing that song, Love, Peace, Happiness. So, yeah.
Do you see what I just pinned on the screen? Somebody said they play that song every single morning. They play that song every single morning. That right there. And if you want to come in here and tell Maurice about how that song gets you through, I invite you to send me a request. I would love for you to share. If anybody in this room listens to Maurice's song, Love, Peace, and Happiness, and that song gets you through a day or gets you through a moment, you are welcome to join in and let him know, because this is what these artists want to know. They want to know that they are impacting your life and that it is actually working for you, because they wrote it with that intention. So to see that pen, I know that makes you smile.
Yeah.
I know that makes you smile. So Dorian Davis, I welcome you to send a request if you would like to. I would love for the people who've never heard that song to hear a piece of that song. I know sometimes Instagram gets certain kind of way when people do things, but that's your song, so there's no copyright issue because it belongs to you. So I would certainly love for you in your own moment to share that with the people, because it's just, man, every time I hear it, I be dancing and I be wanting to get up because you got so much energy. How did you come up with that video with all that excitement and all the video? Where did that concept come from? You went to different places and different cities?
So with Love, Peace, Happiness, I told myself I wanted to do a music video. Well, it was a pandemic, first of all. So it wasn't really like I could just do it the way I really wanted to do it. But my church has a gym. And it so happens to be the gym that Kobe Bryant helped set up for the Youth Foundation, the Lakers Youth Foundation.
Wow.
They barely used the gym. And I said, this would be great. Let's do a halftime performance type thing, and then take it back because the sound of it is like a Motown sound. So I wanted to do something, like having a pep rally. We're performing, doing our thing, but because it's a Motown song, I wanted to get some older people in there, do a little, Soul Train thing going on. It was fun. It was really, really good. I said, everybody just dress like you would be going to school. Everybody's doing the baggy clothes now. Dress how you go to school. So that's how we did it. It was fun.
And the song, the lyrics, what exactly are the lyrics? The lyrics For those who don't know, the lyrics is saying love, peace, and happiness. You need love, you need peace, and you need happiness in your life. Is that what the song is saying? Is that what the
Yes, it was
song
a mental thing for me. This song is I had to turn myself around, you know. So this song is saying, said I ain't gonna cry no more. Too much love around here to show. You and I, we clearly know some days are high, some days are low. But then it says, get up, let's all celebrate. Everlasting love we can make. Come and share this great moment in my life. Are you good? I'm good. I can't do bad twice. Because ultimately, I've got to live unashamed. No shade. Love, peace, happiness. So it was a chant, you know, love, peace, happiness. I didn't want any dead space. I want everybody to be moving, up and going. It could be a dosage. During a pandemic, you want to make sure that people are lifted because so many people had to reconfigure their lives. And I wanted to impact the world in a way where they can receive this energy that they can still evolve, still move. And I'm glad that the purpose of it all did work. It went not only in the United States, but it went across the world. And I just thank God that people received it well. Yeah.
Yeah, you just came back from somewhere. Where, London?
London. Yeah, I did a London takeover. It was fun. It was fun. We did a flash mob there, and you'll hear more about it later. But it was really, really good. Just to go there and network. I wanted to show people how when you go into another place that you're not, you know, familiar with, how you can strategically evolve and get and gain things that you need to gain to move forward in life. So, you know, like again, it's another faith move. It was another faith move during the pandemic.
Wow. So what was the biggest thing besides love, peace, and happiness? What was the most valuable lesson you learned during the pandemic, Maurice?
um, Family is all you got. Love, family doesn't have to be your real mom, your real dad, but whoever you really hold true, family is all you got. And that's what I've learned during this pandemic. And
Yeah, and I've watched you during the pandemic going out feeding people and doing some things. I saw you with is that when world changing came about? Is how did that come about? The world changing, that
the
whole
first
thing with you going
responders,
out there. I saw you out there in Los Angeles where you did some things
yeah,
where you fed the homeless and did. Was that all a part of watching people go through what they went through in the pandemic?
yeah. I as an artist or as a singer, as a person, as Maurice Griffin, I have a heart for people. And no matter if I had a title or not, I just have a heart for people. I used to be homeless, you know. I have a heart for people. And no matter what they're dealing with or where they're going or what they're going through, people need to be loved. A smile needs to be shown. Somebody needs to be embraced. Somebody needs to be prayed for. Showing the light of God in a different perspective. And World Changers became that initiative to reach the heart of people. And I was able to celebrate with over 500 people that are part of my team now called World Changers. We impact in real time. And I just thank God that we're able to come together and make an impact from day to day. We did this thing called Feed the Street. We went to Nigeria for 3 days.
Wow.
And we fed the homeless there, where they call themselves beggars, because they're all just huddled in a spot and they just hold their hand like this.
Wow. Wow.
And they're just receiving, and they get food for at least, every person got food for at least 3 days. We
Hmm.
were able to do that by selling our World Changer shirts.
Uh-huh.
And I just thank God that the impact was definitely impactful. We gave money to orphanages and we gave money to churches. Those are the things that God wants to see. And I'm glad I'm able to be a world changer to do it.
Wow. I see that somebody else here said it's definitely evident that your heart is huge by the things that you do. So people are watching. And people are seeing the genuineness in you, Maurice, because you're very genuine when they watch your videos, and you're very transparent through all of this that you're going through. And I want to tell you, I'm so proud of you. I remember when I first met you back in 2015, and to see where you are now,
Yeah.
I remember that feeling, because when you came here to Raleigh and you sang in that church, and to hear your voice bounce off the walls, it's just amazing, you know. So
Music is coming out. Music is coming out.
yes, 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 and it's still going. It's still going. So you're on many platforms. Tell the people where they can find you.
You could definitely, I'm on here. Follow me on Instagram if you can, and I would love that. You can definitely connect with me on World Changers. World Changers is definitely a great place, a safe place. It's my fan app, and you can call me now. Well, you can, don't call me, text me. Text my number, 310-388-9323. That's my World Changers number. And again, we are a group of people that come together to support the brand and also create major influence in real time. So God is good. Hey, I want to show you this.
Yeah, what's that number again? 310. Lori, if you're in there, type that number. Put it in there. 310. What's the rest of
Yeah,
it?
310-388-9323.
9323.
Yes. I wanted to show you what we've been doing, and since it was such a success, we've got some tumblers going on here.
Oh wow, nice, nice.
That we sell. Again, like all this merch, uh, portion of it goes to our Feed the Street initiative. We got book bags.
Yes, yes. So put the link in there for us, Lori. Put the link so the people can get that if they like to get those world changing. Oh, nice, nice. And that's to help him feed more homeless people around the world. So we definitely want to share that and help
Yeah,
him with his mission, because he's not just using it to build his product, or to do a
yeah,
new CD. He's doing it to help put it back in the community. So we definitely want to do that.
yeah,
Maurice, I tell you what, I know that there may be something that you want to share with the people. A lot of times when people do interviews, we ask you questions, but I want to give you the opportunity, if there's anything that you have on your heart that you would like the people to know about Maurice, or anything that you want to say, because there may be somebody watching this who needs that love, who
yeah.
needs that encouragement, who needs that love, peace, and happiness. I not only want you to say something to them, but I want you to sing to them, if you will. And I don't want to keep you long, because I know that you're busy, and just so grateful that you took the time to come through and help us to share your story. So whatever it is you want to tell the people about Maurice's story, now is the time that I would love for you to go ahead and just do that. And then you can do that, and then bless the people however you want to bless. And I'm going to let the Lord use you how you want to let him use you.
Wow. I've been writing, and I've been writing about people that have turned their light off,
Mm.
and turned their light off, and they're in that dark space.
Wow.
And this song is not out, but I would love to share it to you all today.
Wow.
It's called Shine. It's going to help you understand that you are somebody, and you are chosen, and you are meant to exist. So evolve, live, shine. Song says, I'm thinking so fast, trying to slow down, saying I gotta win with all of my might. Too long is enough, doing nothing by any means necessary. I am going to shine, shine, shine. There is a light in me, ready to shine.
Wow. And you know what? It's interesting you said that, because I usually start my show with Kelly Price's "It's My Time to Shine."
Uh-oh.
And so you came up with a song about shining. So it's interesting, because, and I always say keep hope alive, because I feel like people suppress what they're going through. And so now what you're saying is people need to find a way to shine, regardless of what they're feeling on the inside, they
Yeah.
still need to find a way to shine. And the shining is not just in the image, but it's something from the inside. Is that
From the
correct?
inside. Mm-hmm. The
Wow.
word says, whatever a man thinketh, so is
So
he.
is he?
And so
Yes,
you got
that
to
is.
believe on the inside that you are special.
Wow. That is so true. I believe that, man. I believe that. And I thank you so much for coming through. Somebody just came, and I'm reading some of the comments. Somebody said, great interview, and somebody was saying, wow, that's powerful. They were talking about your heart, and they were just writing different things, you know.
Wow.
What next for Maurice Griffin? What next after these world-changing entertainment? What do you foresee 5 years from now? What would you like to see happen?
Oh my gosh. Woo. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 years, but I do know something big is going to happen. That's all I can say. Something big is going to happen. I can say what's going to happen in a couple of days. February 6th. Tune in to BET Gospel. Prove Me I'm Yours music video
Okay.
will be featured on BET.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
All
awesome. Yes.
BET.com, BET Networks, all of it. It's going to be there. It's going to start 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every hour until 11 a.m. You don't want to miss it. It's about 5 minutes long. Your boy did a little acting in there. So, show some love if you can. If you can
BET.
record it, do that as well. But that's the next big thing. Yeah.
Wow, Lori, put that in the comments for me, please, too. BET, we want that. Maurice, I tell you, thank you so much. I don't know if you saw my text, but next week is my birthday. So I would love a birthday song. I saw the video when you went and you sang to the people in the restaurant. And that was amazing. Oh, that was so cool. You did that. I saw you made them smile. And so on next Saturday, make sure you don't forget us, sister. Send me a birthday video, please.
I got you.
Because that'll make my day to sing a little birthday song. I want a birthday song.
You said next Saturday?
Yeah, February 5th, the day before
Okay.
your lunch. The
I'm
day
gonna do
before
it.
your lunch. So
I'm gonna do it in
I'm
the
doing
morning.
a little soft launch on February 5th too. But I'm just so excited for you, man. I thank you because you are a true testimony of what it's like for a person not to give up, to keep going, when things don't go your way, when people, not that you didn't get undermined. I mean, you just, it just wasn't your time. It just wasn't your time, and God wanted you
Somebody
to
told me this
yourself.
in the somebody reminded me of a scripture, two of them. But think it not strange that these things happen to you. It's not saying that you're not going to overcome, but the greater the suffering, greater the reward. I'm okay to wait because when it's my turn, all will be well.
Woo!
All will
Jesus,
be
Jesus,
well.
Jesus. Well, Maurice, if you will you take us out with a song, please? Will you take us out with a good song? I know anytime, I don't want to make a request because I would make a request, but I want you to give me that to take us out with a song, any song of your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Maurice Griffin. If you are not following Maurice Griffin, if you come back and you do the replay, I want you to make sure you click Maurice Griffin. I want you to go look him up on Spotify and all the different places. He's already has 2.5 million streams. He already has over 80,000 listeners, and he's already in 114 countries. But he's not done because he wants to make an impact, and he's very, very genuine about what he does. So please follow him.
Love you. Hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Oh, to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Oh, build your hopes on things eternal. Ooh, oh, to God's unchanging hand. Oh, to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Oh, to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Oh, your hopes on things eternal. Oh, to God's unchanging hand. Yeah, I'm gonna hold to his hand. To his hand, I'm going to his hand. Gonna hold to God, unchanging to his hand. Yeah, to his hand. Oh, to his hand. Oh, to his unchanging to his hand. Oh, to his hand. I'm gonna hold to his hand. Yeah, God's unchanging hand. Oh, to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Ooh, build your hopes on things eternal. Oh, to God's unchanging hand.
Woo! Yeah. Yes. Go to God's unchanging hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Maurice Griffin. I want you to please, please, please share this video with those that you know. And make sure you follow this young man. And come back and meet us back here on next Thursday and see who else is going to share the story. As a matter of fact, Maurice, we got, you remember Biddy Newburn, the directress, when you came to Raleigh, the directress who was singing. She's coming on here on the 10th, telling her story. And it's going to be something because, you know, she's coming. She just lost her brother. She had some stuff. I have a young lady coming on third, but on February 10th, if you can, come in because Directress Biddy Newburn is going to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I love you. You know, I say keep hope alive. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. We'll see you next time. I actually will be back tomorrow with insurance. That's a special segment, but Thursday to 12 noon is when we're here. And we would love to see you back. Thank you for joining us. And at this time, Maurice, God bless you. You know, I'm here for you anytime you need me. Send me the link so I can buy some product, okay?
Okay, love you.
Put your link in here so the people can get it for you, okay?
Put the link in there.
Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you soon. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.